Today, we're gonna find out if we can do some van nesting and put this K-van inside a big old tall Sprinter van. Hey guys, Alex here with TFL, and behind me is a really cool van. This is the Adventure Wagon, which is based on the Mercedes Sprinter platform. And you know, I've always really been kind of intrigued by vans, but the one disappointment is that you see all these crazy builds and they have a full galley kitchen and they're completely finished out, but that's all they're good for, is living out of. So this van aims to solve that problem. It has a track system on the floor and the walls. Everything's supposed to be super modular. And in this video, we're gonna show you how we set it up for an adventure, and then we're gonna show you how we could strip the whole thing out, and we're gonna try and jam as much stuff as we possibly can in the back of this van.
Let me show you how this particular Adventure Wagon has been spec'd out. So stepping inside, we have a couple rear seats so that you can actually bring 4 people. Obviously, you've got the front seats. We have rear seats here as well. And as you can see, they mount on this track system. So these seats could move around wherever you need them to be. Right now, they're kind of pushed off to the side so that you've got good access here into the back. This is the sleeping platform. There's a nice thick padded mattress on top of it. We have all kinds of storage up here that unzips, lets you store things right above where you sleep. Also got some more of that right above where these seats are placed. Then below, a Dometic fridge. And then let's walk around to the back and show you the really cool drawer system. Swinging open the rear doors is how you get access to some of your outdoor gear. And actually, while we're back here, you can also see our power source. One of them, this is a massive Goal Zero battery, but this is one of the coolest parts of this van. To get access to your mountain bike or maybe your skis, you have these couple racks that are built in here so that this stuff, it's not outside, it's not exposed to the element. Nobody's gonna steal your expensive mountain bike. It mounts up here, and we've actually got spaces where we can mount 2 bikes. You can see these can all move on this track. Then this cool ski rack. We've got just 2 pairs of skis here, a touring pair of skis and an alpine pair of skis. Then you can store more alongside of it. Then whenever,
look at all that Molly panel too. You can store stuff on the back side of that, the front side of that.
Yeah, it's all super modular, really easy to slide in and out and get access to. And what's cool is that, again, this is how this particular van is set up. But you can set it up all kinds of different ways, right, Alex? What about the beds?
Yeah, you can do bunk beds if you want. You can see that this track system they're using, we've got 6 rails on the floor, and you can put less or more rails if you want. And then we've got the same track going up the side and on the ceiling as well. This track system is everywhere, so you could make this bed platform lower if you didn't need to fit a mountain bike on it and put a bunk bed on top of it. You could put another bed platform in front of this. There's a million things you can do with this van.
And actually, Alex and I, this mountain bike belongs to my roommate. He's the only one of the 3 of us that have a quick disconnect axle here. So we put his mountain bike on the drawer, and look at the clearance. They must have had a bike in here before.
Yeah, I think so. But the cool thing is, if your bike's a little bit taller, you can move the bed up a couple notches and you're good to go.
Luckily, we didn't have to. But another thing about this is just the fit and finish on everything. The wood that they've got, some along the sides, a lot of it along the top. Really nice finish.
Even the texture on the floor and like what they're doing on the walls here, it's all really nice stuff.
Yeah, so that's really cool. This is set up perfectly right now to go on a weekend adventure, do a little bit of mountain biking or a little bit of skiing. I mean, usually you're not going to be doing both in the same season, but this is just some of the potential for the setup. Now, Alex and I are going to time ourselves, stripping all of this out of here to see how long it takes us to turn this into a cargo van. And we looked around to figure out how this is all mounted so that we could try and do it relatively efficiently, but neither Alex nor I have ever actually tried converting this, so this is going to be our first attempt.
Yeah, we were told it takes only about 15 minutes to strip everything out of here, but that's coming from people who've probably had a lot more practice than we have. So this is going to be a true first attempt. We'll set the camera up, do a little time lapse, start a timer, and let's see how long it takes and then what else we can fit. All right, so we're both going to be working on this. We're going to start the timer now. Let's get to work. I said 15 minutes when we started this. The guy actually told me 13 minutes. I was just trying to make it a more pretty rounded number. We were just under 13 minutes.
Yeah.
Our first time doing it.
And to be fair, there's 2 of us, but man, that is not a bad process at all. And now we've got a Sprinter van, you know, a nicer interior than you usually get in an empty Sprinter van. But this is pretty much a cargo van now.
Yeah, everything was pretty easy to get out of here. The rack systems in the floor, they were tools required to get these out, but the soft bags needed some tools too. But for the most part, everything is tool free and works pretty well. Quick disconnects on all the Goal Zero stuff, so that was really easy to get out of there. And you could strip it down more, like you could take these rails off if you really wanted to, but...
Yeah, but they're not really in the way.
Yeah, they're not in the way at all. And now you've got E-Track, which you can use to tie down motorcycles, kayaks, secure toolboxes, all kinds of stuff. But we've got a fun idea for this. We're gonna see if we can fit my van in this van. All right, well, I'm inside my 1995 Suzuki Every. This is a right-hand drive Japanese K-van, imported straight from Japan. We haven't done a whole lot with this. The previous owner who I bought it from did a classics video with this, but today we're gonna find out if we can do some van nesting and put this K-van inside a big old tall Sprinter van. And this is actually a small Sprinter van as far as Sprinter vans go. So we stripped it all out. We've got our long ramps, heavy duty ramps, and go first gear and give this a go. I have no idea if this is gonna fit. How am I looking?
Good so far.
Oh God, this is terrifying.
You're touching your bumper on the bottom of the ramps a little bit, but
that's fine.
Yeah, your bumper's already messed up, so.
All right, I'm gonna pull my mirrors in just in case.
Oh man, this might actually work.
Is she gonna go?
I think this might work.
All right, I'm gonna have to dance with my e-brake a little here, so I'm gonna ride the clutch and then drop the e-brake. Still good?
It looks good. You're getting wheel spin.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are the ramps moving or are they good?
No, the ramps look solid.
I don't think I have the power unless I just like cruise on up. Do we have the height?
It's gonna be close. It's honestly, from where I'm standing, it's kind of hard to tell, but maybe.
I'm gonna try and get just a little further up and I'll slam on the brakes so we can get a height check.
Yeah. I mean, width-wise, you're good. You're pretty much right now where you were before.
All right.
It's work. Yeah.
It's gonna go.
Yeah, it's gonna go.
That's so cool.
All right, let me just double check everything. But you look to be good. You want to come forward just a little bit more. Oh, it's catching on the top. And now that your back's up, the roof is catching.
Oh, we got a little dent in the roof.
You got a spoiler now.
Almost good as new.
Yeah, you just gotta get the sides. Good enough.
Good enough for who it's for. Well, we almost made it.
Yeah, I mean, made it most of the way in. And yeah, the roof of the Sprinter is plenty strong.
Yeah, I don't think I did any damage there.
Yeah, it would take all of probably 60 pounds of force to push the roof of that in, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
it almost went.
Yeah, the roof is just a little too high. You need to lower it.
I know. Well, I'm sure we could load this up with motorcycles.
Yeah, should we put some bikes in it?
See how many we can fit?
Yeah.
Let's do it. So we still have an empty van behind me. We've now swapped out the ramp for a motorcycle ramp and turned the other way. We've got Case and I's entire fleet of mini motorcycles, and we're gonna load them all into this van and see how tightly we can pack them in there and see how much room is left over when we're done, because there's no question we're getting all 6 of these in there.
Here's another good classic game to play. Is it Case's or is it Alex's? Which one of our garages does it belong in, and does it run?
How do you want to do that?
Well, with each one as we go, we'll say if it's yours or mine, and we'll find out very quickly if it runs.
I thought you were making a joke out of that because you were going to say anything modern is mine and anything vintage and classic is yours, which is somewhat true.
Yeah, pretty much.
Start at the front of the line. Honda CRF 110. Will it run? This is an Alex bike. And
Yeah.
the answer is... fires right up like a champ. Number 1. Bike number 2, will it run? Absolutely not. This one never runs. It's bump start only.
For the record, this is one of Alex's bikes too. So you're 1 for 1.
1 for 1.
The heaviest beast by far.
Yep. Bike number 2.
This next one's actually a bike that Alex and I co-own.
Anything Case owns, he likes to run. I guess besides his Honda CB that doesn't have an engine in it. It hasn't for a year.
I don't know what you're talking about.
First kick.
Oh, it's easy. Not enough power there.
Oh, not really. Briefcase number 3.
Now this is one.
This one doesn't run.
No, it runs.
It doesn't run.
Yeah, it does. For the record, that bike runs. It was just running.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't touch the tailpipe, you'll burn yourself.
Was it just running?
It wasn't running for that long. Notice the way he tapped the tailpipe because he knew it was running.
Woo! Tripping over stuff. Number 3. No, I can't count. That's number 4.
Number 4. Now, this one lives in my garage. It doesn't belong to me. It belongs to one of my roommates. But this one also runs.
When's the last time this ran?
Oh, yeah, not for a while. This is a Chinese Lifan motor. Twice the size of the original 70cc.
So we got choke? Yeah, we got choke. I'm giving up after a few kicks.
It does run, though.
It does run when it wants to.
For the record, that's the sketchiest bike Alex or I have ever ridden. Having Alex do all the hard work here because he's the motorcycle loading expert.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Number 5. And on to the last one.
Yeah, this is one of Alex's bikes. It did run on its way over here.
Did. Took a little bit to get going.
Race bike stuff.
Yeah, we're not going to start it again because it was a smoky mess last time.
Here, I'll carry your stand. You want some help sliding it around?
I think I should be all right.
Probably no chance of getting this under there.
No, but, you know, if we had straps, we could just strap it to the wall right there. It would stand up just fine.
So here, while you hang there, I'll walk around and kind of show, well, what we've done here. So, you know, if you were strapping down motorcycles regularly, then you would have all of the equipment that goes on these tracks in order to keep them in place. But as you can see, we have 6 mini bikes in the back of this. Of course, you know, most people, and us included, have regular sized motorcycles, and you could fit, what?
Multiple.
Yeah, maybe 4?
Probably 4.
Maybe.
If you stagger them right.
Yeah, definitely 3.
Yeah.
And it's just an impressive amount of space.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we were able to pull everything out of here in under 13 minutes, use it as a cargo van, and then, you know, you could, like for me, I'm imagining myself going to the racetrack and then coming back the next weekend and, you know, then go on a camping trip with non-motorcycle people, and that's what a modular system like this is just perfect for. So as you can tell, we were putting the van back together and we heard a terrible, terrible noise outside. Some old Honda Accord blew its CV and we had to run out there and first of all make sure our motorcycles were okay, but also we helped the guy fix his car. So we then put the van back together, and as you can tell, we are back to full-on adventure mode, and this is no longer a cargo van. It took basically no time to put back to normal, and yeah, I think this modular system is super, super sweet. As far as pricing goes for this van, the van itself is not a cheap van. 68 grand for the Sprinter van as you see it directly from Mercedes, and then this particular build out from Adventure Wagon is about $55,000, bringing the total cost right around $123,000, which sounds like a lot of money, but when you consider you're getting a cargo van and a camper kind of all in one, this thing can do a lot. We were able to put 6 motorcycles in it. Obviously, we got most of a van into it. If it were a K truck and not a van, it probably would have fit all the way in, but overall, I'm pretty impressed. What about you?
Yeah, definitely really impressed. I mean, it is a decent bit of money, but at the same time, all of these van builds are, and this is definitely on the lower end. I will say that getting some of these bits back in place was more fiddly than taking them out, but it's still a really cool system. I love that it's modular.
Yeah, for sure. So if you're looking for kind of a do-it-all van, this could be a great option for you. Thanks to Adventure Wagon for letting us hang on to this for a little bit, and check out all TFL. See you in the next video.